It's Hilly and Hart.
Remember when you were a kid and you had to go in for your school physical? The worst thing they did was prick your finger to get a blood sample. Remember that?
Yeah.
My brother hated it so bad.
It's gonna hurt.
I'll never forget when he asked the nurse one time, well, can't I just pick a scab? And she looked horrified. She was like, no, you can't do that. Do you know how much germs and bacteria would be in your sample then?
It sounds like to me like he was onto something.
No, he really
You're
wasn't.
You're going to get the same kind of DNA and everything.
No, she just said it's going to completely taint your sample, so no.
Your brother was just ahead of his time.
That was never an option.
That's what it was.
But there is something different now.
Yeah.
Sweat samples. There's research saying sweat analysis. It's a painless alternative to those pesky blood draws.
I like that. I got plenty to offer. You know, I'm a sweaty guy.
Ugh, yeah.
I mean, I could do enough for the whole station if they wanted.
That's really gross. But, you know, they're not just talking about for kids. They're talking for everybody. They say it could help detect diseases like diabetes, Parkinson's, cancer. There's a lot of research that says, yes, sweat just as effective, plus easier to process than a blood sample.
That makes total sense. How about that?
Yes, and as somebody who has blood disorders and has had blood drawn on a regular basis and is told that she's, quote-unquote, a hard stick, apparently the only petite thing on me is my blood vessels and veins. This is where I say, let's do this.
I'm working up some right now under my arms.
But something tells me, yeah, that's really not going to tell them much about my blood disorders. Hey, fingers crossed and here's hoping.
It's Hilly and Hart.
Well, there's a cat cafe in Virginia that had to close. The Perfect Bean Cat Cafe is what it's called. Had to shut down because, well, one of their residents in the cafe, a cat named Roller, he had a little bit of a mishap, Silly. According to the cafe, some flooding resulted, what they called a series of freak accidents involving Roller.
Right.
A towel and a sink. So water from the upstairs cat lounge kind of leaked into the downstairs cafe area.
If you're not familiar, this is one of those cafes that, again, as I said, it's a cat cafe. They have cats there roaming around freely. If you don't like cats, this would be a terrible place for you, okay?
Right.
But it's a place where cats just roam around, and one might cuddle next to you while you're enjoying your Java, who knows? It's funny that the story said some of the cats were playing with the water, which shoots down that whole thing about cats don't like water. So I guess it just depends on how they're interacting with the water.
What's cool about cat cafes are usually all the cats are up for adoption. So it gives you an opportunity to kind of interact with them and see how they would fit into your home. I had a cat that loved water. She would always she'd sit up on top of the shower as I was in the shower, and she would bat at the stream, the water stream. Yeah.
That's like an endless, it's like Sisyphus. That's never going to end, you know?
I was always terrified that she was going to fall in because she had all of her claws.
Yeah.
So something tells me if she fell in and she wasn't in control of how much water she was touching, that it was going to end badly for me.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if as far as she's concerned, well, if she does it once, I guess she's going to learn. But yeah, for you, you're going to be an innocent victim in this.
Exactly.
In this whole thing. But the good news, they're going to clean up this place, and it looks like this cat cafe, the Perfect Bean, is going to reopen in about a week. We'll see. And the cats, meanwhile, are like, come on, will you hurry up with this already?
It's Hilly and Hart.
This is unreal, man. There is a New Zealand TV reporter. Her name is Jessica Tyson. She was doing a piece outside the Auckland Britomart Square.
Okay.
And during they did a couple of different takes. And in between takes, the camera was still rolling. This seagull swoops down, hits her in the face.
Ow.
And flies off. And we were just looking at footage of this, and initially I was like, okay, well, it looks like she wasn't really hurt. When you look later, there's this giant gash above her left eye going down to almost her cheek.
Yeah.
From this bird, from this seagull. Seagulls are very aggressive birds. And I don't know why chose to target her like that. It wasn't like she had food or anything.
Right.
Maybe it thought the microphone was food. I don't know.
Maybe he wasn't paying attention.
It could be.
Who knows?
She said, and she was pretty funny about it on social media. She wrote, POV, just trying to do your job when nature has other plans.
Yeah.
So
No kidding.
Jessica's going to be okay, but man, what you know what, Jessica, you got to save that for any future resumes. You got to show your future employer how dedicated you are to your craft.
I'm good on camera. I can take a seagull to the face.